Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And the Netherlands is up in arms and about to annoy the hell out of the EU. They are demanding an opt out from migration rules and are considering closing borders, just like Germany are doing. This, of course, spells the beginning of the end. The Netherlands and Germany were two of the founder members of the EU, or the EEC, back when it started. And they now are saying, no, we've done. No more migration, and let's close the borders. We need to take control. Good fences make for good neighbours, as they say. And also all these people who advocate, oh, we must let everyone in. I bet they've got front doors on their houses. Well, they're the first of the EU countries to demand the opt-out. Germany has just simply closed the borders and said, no, we're putting border controls in. But the Netherlands is the first that says, no, that's it. We want out. We're not taking any more. We can't take any immigrants if they're coming from anywhere in Europe because Europe is safe. Therefore, no asylum. It's funny how all this has happened ever since Geert Wilders has taken control. I've just kicked my tripod in case you wondered why that just jiggled. But this is all taken over since Geert Wilders has taken control of the country. He's not allowed to be the Prime Minister, but he does have the biggest party. But they said the only reason they'd go into an alliance with him is if he wasn't Prime Minister. So while he's not Prime Minister in name, he is, of course, the de facto Prime Minister. He's the head of the largest party. And although they've got a figurehead, he's the one pulling the strings. But, of course, this request, I suppose you call it, and I'm being polite calling it a request because basically the Dutch are being polite and calling it a request. They're saying, oh, yes, we're requesting it. But by requesting, they're actually saying they're going to do it anyway, and there's nothing the EU can do. But this request has gone in, and it's testing the political will of the whole of the EU because, to be fair, other countries would love to do it. They just don't have the balls to do it. They don't want to be first, you see. But with Germany closing its borders, now the Dutch are going, well, we'll close our borders and we'll ask for the opt-out. I wonder who else is going to be next. Is someone else going to say, right, oh, no, well, good enough for that. We'll do that. Now, obviously, Hungary have had this for a long time. And they keep threatening to punish Hungary, but Hungary has said, we don't care. We don't care. But this common refugee thing that they keep trying to put down so that wherever they come in, oh, we can just disperse them all over Europe, but the rest of Europe don't want them, is now becoming a problem. So rather than saying to the likes of Greece, Italy, Spain, and whatever, okay, let's build a big border force. Let's stop these people coming into Europe in the first place rather than trying to disperse those that get there. They're now actually having to face this problem. It's about time, isn't it? We need to build Fortress Europe. And I don't mean as a political thing. Literally, Fortress Europe. Let's build it. Let's put walls up. Let's put the army and the navy there. Let's put marines there. Let's keep the invaders out. But anyway, Wilders phoned up the head of the EU, migration area control, whatever they call themselves. And I've got a quote, and I'm just going to read the quote to you. He said, I have just informed the European Commission that I want a migration opt-out within Europe for the Netherlands. Dutch, the Dutch don't want any more of this. So it's a change of asylum policy. It's a change of attitude. And the rest of Europe are going to have to accept it. Basically, no more refugees, no more immigrants, no more asylum seekers, no more of anything. Now, what they're saying is they are doing this for, reasons of national security. And strangely, in the EU rules, national security does trump EU rules. So they're using this particular line. They're saying it's national security. They also want to use the monies they have not to support the indolent and work-shy and unemployable immigrants who often cause crime. They want to use their money to support the Dutch people, create jobs, make sure education is there, the health service there, the social care is there. These would be reasonable excuses. Now, I can't think of a better way of doing it. Boom. Germany, as I say, are doing the same thing. They're going what they call it the bed, bread, and soap approach. Anyone coming to Germany will get a bed, some bread, and some soap. And basically, they're creating concentration camps. I know. It's like, let's not talk about it. But what they're doing is they are taking over basically old sites. They're building big blocks, and they're just putting asylum seekers in these blocks, but they're not letting them come out. They go in there. That's where they stay until they can be processed, and they are either processed home or they're allowed to stay. But the feeling now is it's mostly home. But while they're there, they get their little bed, and it's going to be bunk beds. It's like student accommodation, or when you go traveling, walking and hiking, you get those lodges, bunk houses and things like that. So it's basically bunk houses, and they get fed, and they have shower facilities. That's it. And all of a sudden, nobody wants to go to Germany. Odd that, isn't it? And so there's almost 1 million migrants leaving Germany now and going out. And of course, what's the next country? Well, you've got Poland to one side, and the Poles are saying no. I don't know what the Polish for no is, but it's something like no, nah, jęć, whatever. Or they go to Holland, and Holland are going. They're not going to Holland. Holland is a region. They're going to the Netherlands, and the Netherlands are saying no. They don't want them either, and they are actually closing the border with Germany to stop Germany pushing the migrants into the Netherlands. Well, that next one down, what have you got? France. France don't want them, but France may well have to take them all. Next thing you know, France will be turning up there with buses and coaches and taking them all up to Calais. And then unfortunately we'll have them, because we haven't got a government like Geert Wilders, have we? We've got a tosser, a bell end, who goes, oh yes, bring them in. I want to replace all the British people with all these people who will never work and who hate us, and who's going to cost us tons and tons of money and destroy the country, because that's all he wants, isn't it? I wish we had a Geert Wilders. Be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice. Alas, never to be, though. Anyone who stands up and says that sort of thing gets cut down by the press. But the press themselves will be out of business, because nobody will be reading their shit, because people don't read English when they come here. Though all the new English people don't read English, you see. So the press will be out of a job. Anyway, well done to the Dutch. Well done to the Germans. Bit bad for us. Hey ho. I'll leave that there. Let me know what you think, and I will speak to you later. Till then, stay safe, stay well, and hey, keep buggering on. Thanks a lot. Bye.